Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Alright, so hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. As you just heard, I did find a satellite. The weird thing is like when we ended the last part I went to EOS at one point because I was gonna start the video and then I decided to upgrade all my shit, so I went and ran around in Aya for the most part to do that. I didn't want to go back to the Nexus because we had that one quest for there and I wasn't sure if it would activate anything. But anyway, we're at EOS, and I found a satellite, and I just went, it blew up, I scanned it, whatever. Nothing really important, so don't think that you missed anything. But yeah, as you can see, I upgraded all of my, well, I guess you can't really tell very much, but I upgraded all of my stuff. So now I'm a little bit stronger. Now we do have a Peebee quest here, so we'll make sure that I have Peebee with me.
Descent is green.
But yeah, we'll go here, we'll do Peebee's quest. We have to find the 3 Sabers guy as well.
Path is calm.
Yeah, I guess we'll go and track down the other satellites since we're there. And then we'll head back to the Nexus, I guess, to do because we have like 3 quests to turn in there, and then we have 3 or 4 quests on Aya. How much of that we'll get through in this particular video, I'm not sure. But we'll see. Unfortunately, it did take me a lot longer to get through fucking upgrading everything. Mainly because I forgot that when you deconstruct your weapons and armor, it actually gives you all the augments that you put into them back. So I did spend a bit of time saving and reloading to reset merchants. To find the right augments. And then I remembered that, oh wait. So yeah, that's obviously not ideal. But we got... There we go. It's this way. So yeah, now they're all fully upgraded, and then, you know, I still had to reset merchants a bunch of times to get all of the mods for them. And I didn't get the same mods as last time because I was tired of resetting the merchant, and the one on Aya that I was using does not carry nearly as many mods as the one on the Nexus does, which means it would have taken even longer to get everything. Alright, Yale. You bastard.
Is your name Yale?
Yeah, that's me. Stanton Yale. And what can I do for the Pathfinder today?
Tell me about the 3 Sabers.
Oh, shit.
You were their leader before they kicked you out.
and gave me a broken leg and a dislocated shoulder as parting gifts. It was a mistake. We trained the attack dogs, and they turned on us.
Explain.
The new outposts, our supply routes, they needed protection. We couldn't rely on just you. I proposed that we'd save Nexus blood by hiring exiles to fight for us.
It could have worked. Mercenaries and privateers have existed throughout history.
That was the hope. Cochran and I served together. I thought I could trust him and the crew. I became their commander, I armed them, I shared access to Padromo's operations. And then they took their new toys and went rogue. Attacked people they were supposed to protect.
I've dealt with the Three Sabers. They won't be a problem.
Damn, they're gone then. Shit. Cochran. He was a good man. Once. Addison will be pleased at least. One loose end tied up.
What? Addison?
She wasn't sure Ryder would work out as Pathfinder. She was desperate for options. Doesn't even matter anymore. The Three Sabers are gone. Just let this blow over. I have to get back to work. We've got an outpost to run here.
Confront Addison, sure. I mean, I have no problem with what they did. I mean, in all honesty, it makes sense. I mean, hire people to protect stuff. Generally, if somebody's willing to do it for money, I mean, it's not like it's a job where you pay them once and then that's that. I mean, it would have been a job where if they had done it, they would have kept getting paid. I mean, I guess, you know, obviously, you know, they could just attack and take the stuff themselves, but, I mean, once again, you just protect them, and, you know, you probably have to fight less, and you would end up with more. I mean, unless they were insanely desperate for money or resources for whatever reason, like
Nice world.
right that minute.
You know,
I mean,
With a little help from massive
I
tech.
don't know why they would have bothered, you know. Oh, good. This is the one I thought it was.
Got them all.
Did we? We didn't. I mean, we passed by some bugs. We didn't even hit any of them. Well, that's not a very good bridge. Come on now, Remnant. You can't do better than this. I think if I fall in this water, I may very well just straight up die, because there's like... I also don't know how to go higher here. I mean... Oh god, that's like... That has to be like max jump height right there. I know for... Damn it. Oh, it caught me. Nice. For some reason, doing shit like this on this game, it makes me want to play Dragon Age Inquisition again. Oh. Which, if you've ever played it, it might make a little bit more sense. Because, you don't obviously have, like, a super jump like this, but you do end up, at least I end up, jumping around a lot to try and get to, different things. Okay, I don't know where the fuck to go from here unless there is a lower point on this. I feel like I'm missing something here. Because, I mean, there's obviously more stuff that way, but I need to get higher up to get to it. I mean, this, I guess, is it slightly? It must have been just ever so slightly higher. Right. Oh yeah, and my assault rifle, I got the scope back on it.
Nice shot.
Which actually I feel make it worse, sadly enough. Run, run, run. Come on, bridge, keep up with me. And it did. Yeah, the scope may actually make it a little bit worse, sadly enough. Hey, assembler. Oh god.
Reload!
Oh, there it goes. Before I got those ones. Alright. Anyway. Now, I don't know if this is the last part of Peebee's personal quest or not. There may be another mission after this. I'm not sure. Because if this is Peebee's last... Or if this is the last part of Peebee's personal mission, there is a decent chance that this might be the entire part.
Well, this is the right place. Let's find the tech we're after.
Because I remember vaguely Peebee's final mission, and it was a fairly lengthy one, if I'm remembering it correctly. Also had more than enough, thanks to that one, I don't remember where we were. We were somewhere anyway, and we ended up with like a bunch of those remnant research things, so... Oh,
Here's the first piece of Remtech, Peebee.
Yeah.
Awesome. 1 down, 2 to go.
Okay, then I think...
Syncing with my scanner. The second piece is on Havarl. Uploading coordinates.
We claim this site, initiative scum!
Outlaw!
Do you now?
Guess we're not the only ones interested in this tech.
Ow. Bitch. Yeah? My shotgun's better than yours, although I think you may have been using a grenade launcher. No, that's a shotgun. Alright, I don't remember what the name of it is, but... still massively overpowered. Whoops, shotgun. I want to try and... Yeah, because I got a new melee weapon, so I want to see. Nice. It doesn't have, obviously, the range, but...
Wonder why.
We got the piece we came for. We can move on.
But you can pull it out a lot faster, like, look at that. So I'm actually glad that I decided to do that. Okay, so yeah, but obviously not the final part of Peebee's mission, so... Anyway. Well, I don't know if we can talk to Addison on the thing, or if we have, or if that's just another thing where we have to go back to the Nexus to do. I'm not sure. Not that it really makes that big of a difference, since we will be heading there shortly anyway. You can put that away, Ryder. Okay, so that was it on EOS. Didn't take nearly as long as I thought.
Ascent is go.
But like I said, I thought that we were... We must come back here
All
next.
clear.
Because I remember another part that I'm sure is on EOS that has to do with Peebee's mission. Or Peebee, yeah, Peebee's quest. So, like, I don't know. If we can't talk to Addison on here, we will go to Havarl next to get the next remnant piece, since we already have the quest up. Peebee's already in our mission, or in our squad. There's not going to be a satellite there to scan, but...
All systems green.
I'll check my email just on the off chance. Oh. From Peebee, the creator. Have to say, feeling pretty good about myself. POC is the first thing I've made that I doubt I'll get tired of, and that's saying a ton, believe me. Someday when we've got this Remtech all figured out, POC's going to blow people's minds. Not sure why I decided to write this to you. Strange impulse. I'll have to noodle on it a bit. Oh, come on, Ryder. Just... Why are those even there? Come on. Okay. So that's it here. Maybe we'll stop by Vold. Or no, because do I have another Havarl? Yeah, that's later. That I don't have. Aya. Back on the Nexus. That gotta wait. It's Eladin. Null system. Remav. Alright. Okay, those are there. Those are there. That's... Oh, I need to check the trap, so I'll do that quickly. Alright. Yeah, then we'll make... Well, I'll have to... Yeah. We'll make a quick stop on Vold, or at Vold, because that should be where another satellite is. Hopefully, that's the null system. I realized that they told me the name of it, and then I didn't actually fucking bother to read what system I was about to head to, but hopefully it's this one. Odds are it'll do the same thing as the last one, so if you're wondering what you missed, you will get to see. Yep. Boop. It's weirdly quiet.
We just got pinged by another of those ZK trackers.
Let's try to get close enough to pull some data.
On it.
Alright. But not too close, otherwise it go boom.
That is
Boom.
one twitchy self-destruct.
Wait, just let me stick a predictive model in this fragment. There, a common vector, maybe a point of origin.
Good job. Let's go.
In the Nelesh system, alright. Well, I don't even know where the hell that is. It's apparently someplace where we've been, so maybe we'll just clean this up while we're here as well. This might, I don't know, this might lead to a fight on a ship, because I remember there being a couple of missions where you are fighting like on another, like where you board a ship to fight people, so this might be one of them. This way.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oop.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
It is a shuttle, so something. This gonna self-destruct as well. Ooh, looks like somebody's already attacked it.
Pathfinder, this is the exact nav point indicated by the ZK trackers.
Right, Addison's request. Let's see if this helps us find her missing scientist.
Damn it. The shuttle's just a relay. But I think we can get in their feeds. Hold on.
Signals through. Ready for coordinate transferring. Who the fuck? We've been found. Deadhead the comms.
You took initiative equipment. Director Addison wants it back.
Addison? What did she tell you?
Harlan, stop talking.
Is that Dr. Kennedy? Are you okay? Director Addison is concerned about you and your tech.
Keep them talking, Ryder. Tracing.
All I want is to stop the stealing. I have outposts of people trying to start their lives.
Outpost starting lives, huh?
Let them see, Harlan.
They just forwarded Dr. Kennedy's medical profile. Ryder.
She's pregnant. That woman is pregnant.
That woman knows full well the state she's in.
Chemical blockers were standard for cryo. We were supposed to wait until we were stable.
And when was that going to be? Everything was going wrong. The Nexus had no plan. You're with Addison? Well, she fell in line with Tan, said we couldn't add new mouths until we were stable. But this wasn't about waiting until we could afford a house. We were dying. So I left, with enough meds for Harlan and I to get off the blockers.
How far along? Dr. Kennedy, how long?
8 months, give or take.
We're not going back. You're not getting my tech. We'll be fine without you. Tell Addison. Fuck it, don't tell her anything. Kill it.
They flashed the core. Couldn't get a trace.
Addison will want to hear about this. And I've got questions for her.
Alright. So more shit to pile onto Addison. Actually, come to think of it, was that... fuck, I don't even remember where... Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, since... Oh my god, just exit the galaxy map. Fucking Christ game. Alright. So, since we have the option, we'll talk to her. We'll also check the trap. I guess we may as well talk to her first. It's not like it really makes a difference. But yeah, we'll have a little chat with Addison. Now, weirdly enough, we're only going to be able to bring up one subject, probably, so...
Director Addison, I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8 months pregnant.
Fucking hell.
She wasn't abducted by exiles. She left because the Nexus had no plan. She said you didn't want people to try getting pregnant.
Of course I didn't. We had no worlds. We knew we would lose people. I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up, and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda initiative?
She'd still be here if I wasn't forced to tell her no a year ago.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before cryo?
No way to tell. It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It was the only answer we could give. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, We have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
We know how to find her. We find more of her ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find them, Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
And here's the thing, right? I do believe in one of our conversations there. I don't remember if it was with her or with Gil, because Gil's friend that he talks about is in charge of making everybody, is like in charge of getting everybody to start having babies and everything. So I mean, it's not like I don't know. People like that annoy me. It's like, but I need to have a baby now. It's like, why? It's like, because I may not later. Good. If you have it now, odds are it'll die. So good job on you.
Hi there. You must be the one eating all our cereal. Hey, it's okay. No one's going to eat you. You're the most adorable critter I've met in Andromeda so far. I should find you somewhere safer than our cargo bay. How about a nice warm cage in my quarters and all the cereal you can eat? Guess everybody around here needs a home.
Happy squeaking, yeah, because it knows. It knows what you just offered it, right? All right, so let's go, because it should be back on there, and then we'll head to, I don't know, we'll see which is closer, because the other one should be on, because we just did Vold, so the other outpost I have is obviously on Kadara. Oh, there he is. And all my little toys. Oh god, we have so many missions to turn in and shit. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Oh, I need up here to leave. Come on, Ryder. Climb ladders a little faster. Alright. So next, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just fucking hunt down the scientist lady. It's not like it really makes a difference which one we do. I said Gov. Yeah, okay, Kadara. So this actually will probably be the end of this quest for now until we do Eladin. And then we'll probably end up with a with another outpost. I don't remember if we placed an outpost on Eladin, but I also am pretty sure that Havarl is the only place. Like, Havarl is the only one that I remember specifically not placing an outpost on, so I don't know if you don't get one on Eladin either, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I know that we don't do one on the next place we're going to, Ramad system or whatever the fuck it was.
Understood. Believe me.
Just because, like I said before, it's really a shit place. It's like just basically a big moon that you can mine a bunch of shit on.
Attached. We find the sources. Tech will give us initiative access. The breeder is also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her?
Negative. We need another tracker.
Damn it.
Okay, and then yeah, we can't do that yet, so that's fine. On to Havarl, finally. So yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the end of that because, yeah. So we definitely place one on Eladin then, because we only have 2 planets left to go to, and Eladin is the only one that actually has, like, any purpose, really. Don't know why I'm tired. It's like fucking not even noon yet. Getting some really early morning recording done here. Just so much nicer than my late night fucking recording that I had to do, or that I was doing before. Not that it really made that big of a difference since I was working nights at that time. It'd be really weird if I started doing late night recordings now when, you know, I'm working days.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
But yeah, so I'm hoping to get all my recording done. So this video may be a little shorter. It depends on like once we basically get to the 40-minute mark, if we're done doing whatever we were doing in wherever we end up being, then I'll probably just end the part if we're at least reasonably close to the 40-minute mark. I realize it's really not, it's realistically not that far, but it's still fast travel. Ugh. But yeah, oh god. Been playing a lot of games recently after Far Cry. And by playing a lot, I mean I played 3, and I perfected all 3, and they're Gnome's Garden. Bought the first 3 of them for like $5 total, by the way. And yeah, got the 100% on all of them. Not that that's really much of an accomplishment. But you know, if you've played them, you'll know why. They're not really all, it's not like they're difficult games. They got a cute little story to them. But that's pretty much about it. I think they're classified under strategy, but I would consider them more puzzle games, because they're one of those ones where it's like, oh, you have to build up all this stuff. You have your, you know, you have like your 1 or 2 workers, and then they have to do basically everything, and then you have to build the different buildings. You got to build the lumber mill. You got to build the lumber mill for obviously lumber. You got to build the mill for food. You got to build the quarry for rocks and whatnot. But it's like, but every level resets it, and then like you have like slightly different requirements for each level. And yeah, and then you get like a little bit of power-ups, so like as you progress you end up with one that makes your worker, or all of your little units that you move around, or that move around go faster. Then you have another one that increases construction speed, or just, I don't know if it's construction speed. I mean, it does show a little hammer, and it does make them obviously build stuff faster, but it also makes your buildings produce stuff at a quicker rate than that. And like, the first game and second game are nearly identical. I honestly, like right off the top of my head right now, I cannot think of anything that was in the second game that wasn't in the first game as well. And then the third game adds a, I think just maybe one new thing. It adds like a new building called a Merrymaker House, which is spelled incorrectly. And all that does is it give you like another little worker unit that you can place in a building for 20 seconds, I think. And anything that building produces within that time frame is doubled.
Dead outlaws.
Which, to be fair, like 20 seconds, as you can imagine, isn't very long. And if you've played the games, or games like what I'm talking about, you might think like, oh, 20 seconds is probably quite a bit of time there. It's not. You get like maybe 2 productions from it. But at the same time, you can just, as soon as the guy pops out of the building, you can just put him right back in it. It makes no difference, so. Oh, datapad. We're in. Found a broken access point into this remnant structure. We're going to get the piece the bosses are after, and I'm going to win that bet after all. The bosses, eh? As in more than one?
Well, that was a clusterfuck. They're all dead. And now you're here. I'm screwed.
You'll be okay.
Oh, really? We were supposed to clean out this site before you got here, but there were too many damn bots. This outfit doesn't care a lick about any of us.
Tell me about them.
Just joined, so I can't tell you much. The Krogan's name is Crank, or Crankit, or something. He runs the field crews. That's all I know. Here, take the choice piece from this site. I'm officially retired.
Bet this is the second piece you need, Peebee.
Yep, and the last one's turned up on Kadara. Coordinates uploaded.
I mean, clearly somebody's tracking the same pieces as us. Otherwise, these people wouldn't keep showing up where we are, right? I also don't know if you can kill her, because like it's like now I'm screwed. Like you had the option to go yup, but I don't know if like you actually end up killing her or not. There's really no reason. But yeah, like those Gnome Garden games, like I got the first 3 of them for $5, and I played them and like, that seems about right. I mean, they aren't very long games. They aren't very detailed games. It's not like they look amazing. I mean, the story is literally told to you in just like little cards that pop up on the screen and put some writing. Like it's like a picture with some writing underneath it, and that's the story. And then each level that you start has like maybe 2 sentences of a story, and that just basically has to do with that level. And it's like, oh, we need this to advance, and that's pretty much it. So like they're not very in-depth games. So like the 4th one, I looked because I finished the 3, and I'm like, I knew that there was at least 2 more. So I'm like, let's see. So they were on the Xbox, but the 4th one was $5, and it's like, I mean, maybe they added something to it to make it worth $5. But then I looked, and like the 5th one was like $12.50. I'm like, there's no way that they added. Like it would have to be a completely separate game. And I realized $12.50. It's not that much. I mean, it's just a little bit over $10. There's a lot that I'll spend $10 on. But not that game. Not just one of those games. No, it really doesn't seem worth it. I mean, $5 if I wasn't like already planning on playing other stuff anyway. Because like I have 3 games on my Xbox downloaded. I still need to finish Persona 5 on my PlayStation. I have God of War on my PlayStation. I have Ni no Kuni 2 on my PlayStation. Like I got a bunch of games on my computer, but I've paid less than $5 for all of them, so I don't really care about those. So like...
Leaving Avarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
Like right now, I'm in between games for my personal playtime, like my off-camera video, or like my off-camera game that I'm playing. And I'm really torn on which one to play, because like I kind of want to play Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, because you know, I can actually perfect that one, whereas obviously when Assassin's Creed wasn't remastered, I couldn't, because it had online achievements, and the online achievements in Assassin's Creed were always shit, which is why it annoyed the fuck out of me that they added a multiplayer at all. And the combat in 3 is probably the best combat out of the original Assassin's Creed, and by original I mean everything before Unity, because obviously Unity is when it really changed the combat system. But yeah, and like everything before Unity, Assassin's Creed 3 was probably my favorite fighting, my favorite combat, probably my least favorite story, mainly because of the main character. He was really unlikable, but you know, whatever.
Now orbiting Gadara.
But yeah, so like I've been, oh, did I not do this? Oh, you know what? I did do it, but then that was on one of those times where like because like I attempted to do a couple things there, and I kept saving it and reloading it before I started recording. But yeah, and then I also kind of want to play Far Cry 3 Classic. Both of those games, by the way, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered and Far Cry 3 Classic, I got for free, because I think I got Assassin's Creed 3 for free because I pre-ordered Odyssey, and I think I got Far Cry 3 Classic for free because I got Far Cry 5, and for some reason that just gave me 3, I think. I don't know. I can't. I know I didn't buy it. That's the extent of my knowledge. I know I did not buy that one. And then I also want to play a second Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, because like I played it once a while ago, and I got most of the achievements in it. There was a couple that had to do with like some weird game mode that they attached to it. Still single player achievements, so unlike the first one, which I did perfect twice, even with its multiplayer achievements. But yeah, it had, like, you know, they have like 3 DLCs I want to say for it, and then they have like another difficulty setting that they also want you to beat it on for another achievement, which apparently isn't that much harder than the other hardest difficulty achievement, which I've already done. So I mean, you know, there is that. Right, I gotta leave to do it. So I mean, like, I've been torn between wanting to play one of those 3, because just playing shit on my Xbox instead of switching between my Xbox and my PlayStation is obviously easier. But at the same time, I would fucking love to finish off I would love to finish off Persona 5. I mean, I have quite a ways to go, because I do have, like, I still haven't finished the game the first time through, and I do have to play through. Actually, I don't think I have to do a full playthrough. for a second one, but also I can do it on, what is it, like safe mode or some shit, which is like super easy crybaby mode. Where you level up from like every fucking fight and get like $1 million from every fucking fight. And the reason I know that is because I did turn it on at one point, because like I was playing on easy and I was fighting some guys and I'm like, oh, this is pretty difficult, so let's see what, you know, like the next, or like I was playing on normal, I was like, oh well, let's see what like the next most difficulty is, and then I was like, all right, well, let's see what safe is. And yeah, I think once you turn into safe, you actually can't take it off of safe. So like I was playing it on safe mode and I'm like, this is like, because like I'm one for playing a game on easy, like I don't give a fuck about the challenge of a game. That's not generally why I play games. I usually play them for the story, for the characters, you know, like maybe the challenge, but not just because like, but not games like that. Like it's an RPG, it's like whose numbers are higher. Like I don't really find that as really much of a challenge. Because most RPGs, not a huge amount of actual skill goes into it, you know?
Well, if it isn't our competition!
Yeah, it is. A sharpshooter. Oh, apparently.
Looks like outlaws are camping this site.
Of course they are. Oh, that was the wrong button. There you go. Oh, hello.
Hey, Pathfinder, looking for these ruins?
But yeah, like it was like it was even that it was
Let's
way
find a piece
too
of tech
easy.
Peebee
Like
needs.
I at least like my characters to look like they're having a challenge, you know. But like when you put that on like easy mode, it is literally like you will one-shot pretty much everything. And then you just like gain levels so fucking quickly.
Empty, but there's a data pad. Looks
Okay,
like there's a
here we
message
are.
for us.
Hope my boys put up a fight, but you're too slow, Pathfinder. I got what you're looking for. I'll meet you and your Asari at Kadara Port. Don't buy the tech from me. Out.
I need that piece, Ryder.
Guess we've got a date with an annoying outlaw who fancies himself a rival.
So yeah, I ended up restarting that game. Granted, I hadn't made it very far. I don't think I was even in the second dungeon yet when I restarted. So like, if you've played the game, you'll know, you know, there is only like 6 dungeons, but there's a huge amount of time in between dungeons. Whereas now I think I'm heading into dungeon 5, maybe. So, you know, I am obviously a lot further along in it, but it's been so long since I played it. Thankfully, it's an RPG, so it's not, once again, it's not like I really have a whole lot to worry about. Because like I said, it's not a skill-based game. Like, anybody who's like, oh, I'm so skilled at RPGs, it's like, there's no skill to an RPG. Don't fucking lie to yourself. I mean, it's literally just who has the bigger numbers. Like, it takes very, very little skill to beat any fucking RPG. So yeah, like I kind of want to go back to that. I don't want to start God of War or Ni no Kuni until I finish Persona 5. I'd rather only have one PlayStation game going at a time. Same with like I've only want to have one Xbox game going at a time. But the thing with the Xbox is like, because like obviously my videos I record on my Xbox, when I watch Netflix, when I watch Prime Video, when I watch any of those, you know, that's all on my Xbox. So it's like, I just, you know, it's just, I'm like, my Xbox is basically always on. So it's like, it's just so much easier to play a game on my Xbox. So even though I have these games on my PlayStation that I really want to play, it's just so much easier to not switch over, to just like, you know, bring that up and fucking go pick a new game and pick a game and play it, you know. And I am actually clearing out my Xbox, like my Xbox Game.
Waiting for that Krogan to show?
Just need to buy the Remtech piece off him so I can perfect my remnant scanner. He and his crew keep showing up at sites we're targeting. It can't be coincidence. I think they could be following us somehow.
That makes sense. It would be nice to know for sure.
I'm working on it.
Ryder, come in. We've got a problem.
Go ahead, Callow.
We've had an intruder. Got on board and into Peebee's quarters. Her bot is gone.
Pock?
How the hell did that happen?
Not sure. Someone knew what they were doing. They left an impressive piece of REM tech and a recorded message, relaying it now.
Ryder, it's Kalinda Tarev. Pelisari is... well, whatever she calls me these days. Please tell her thank you for the nifty bot. I trust the REM tech piece my crew took will be adequate payment. Oh, and no need to wait for my Krogan friend, Kranit. He and his outlaws work for me. Ta.
Shit. Why can't she just leave me alone?
Why does she have it in for you, Peebee?
She shouldn't. I'm the offended party. Ugh. To complete my scanner, I need access to the storage device in POC. Kalinda's always been a troublemaker. Anything for a rise, and if there's a profit in it, all the better. I'm sorry you're catching her crap now, Ryder. You don't have to deal with this. I'll take care of it on my own, I promise.
Hey, we're in this together.
Thanks. When I have a lead on getting POC back, I'll let you know. Bitch stole my bot.
Alright. I honestly didn't remember that happening. Okay, so wait for Peebee. So that one's done. Which means we're done on Qatar. We're done with that quest. And we're just over 40 minutes. So we'll call it there. Next part, we'll head... I don't fucking know. I'm going to say we're going to head to the Nexus. But if we're not on the Nexus next time, well, whatever. To try and get through some of those. Finally finish the Firefighters quest. Because, you know, technically we've known about bombs placed on the Nexus for how long now? And just haven't went and done it. Like, we went pretty much everywhere except the Nexus to deal with that. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.